Hello YouTube. I stumbled upon this scrap piece of wood in my shop and I was looking for something for a while to make a cribbage board out of, and that's why yesterday I spent some time modeling cribbage boards. I modeled up this one here based on this piece of scrap wood, and I went through a lot of trouble to bring this computer out here to the shop. I've been hemming and hawing about doing this for a long time. I really mostly use this computer for stuff I do out here anyway. So having it in that other location was very inconvenient. The trouble is I really don't have space out here for this. But I did make some space. I stacked it on top of a mini computer and underneath a mini microcomputer, I guess you call it. I don't know what that thing's called. Space is very tight, but what concerns me the most, well, there's another concern, is the dirt. There's a lot of dirt out here, but what concerns me the most is the temperature control. Most of the year it's very well climate controlled in here, but during the summer it gets outrageously hot and humid. So I don't know how well this computer is going to fare. I guess I also should worry about this floppy drive. I might put some tape over it or something. Obviously though, this drive, well, you can kind of tell by the dirt that's on it, it came from a much harsher environment than this, so I expect it to survive, but I should probably do what I can to protect it. The reason it's in there is I do use this computer once in a blue moon to make boot disks for CPM machines. So I kind of have to have that in there. But the idea here is not just to be able to use this computer out here for designing things like I tend to do. The other idea here is that normally what I would do with this cribbage board is I would plot a bunch of points on it, make a rough drawing, and I'd have a whole list of points that I'd have to use for programming the NC. But now what I can do is I can skip the writing down and writing the program offline steps. I can just stand here and key in the program and measure things on the screen at the same time. We'll see how that goes. I will probably be writing down the program when I'm done anyway, because I like to have a permanent written record of these programs, otherwise they tend to get lost. But there you have it. I'll get to work setting up to cut this cribbage board. And Well, it turned out pretty bad, mostly due to the fact that this board was terribly warped and my switching the clamps around all the time. I have an alternate way of work holding I could have used, and I probably should have done that. If I ever make another one of these, which I might just because I already have the program done, I will certainly do that. And I don't know if I'll bother to finish this one because I didn't catch an oil drip, and of course it filled up a hole with oil, and it's going to make that look really ugly. So I'll just probably leave this unfinished. Use it the way it is until I make a better one. But in conclusion, would I say that the effort of bringing the other computer up here was worth it? Absolutely. The amount of time that it took to do the programming while I could actually just measure the part on the computer was less than the amount of time it would take me to prepare sketches and drawings and lists of coordinates so that I could make the program. So I don't regret doing that. We'll see how long that computer holds up in the shop here. But I should say that that other one holds up pretty well. The other one is used for tape emulation on the NC machine. Here, I'll see if I can switch to it. There we go. Tape emulator. And I'll be using that to save the program. But there you have it. Getting more stuff done I never thought I'd get done. Didn't really need to be done either. All due to this silly virus scare. But I guess I've got a cutting board if I need one. And I've got a board with 369 holes so I could play cribbage with 2 other people. And I know 2 people who are itching to play cribbage, so that's what I'm going to go do. If you stuck around to watch this long, and even if you didn't, thank you for watching.